PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
On the last episode of the Shackle for One and the Million.
Now, with some questions, we have in studio with us Mr. Samuel and Miss Wanda Riley. Also, Mr. William Wise and Miss Erica Ponce. Also, from Train Jumping in the Metroplex, it's the sports guru of PushGapRadio.com. It's J-Mac. Now, Jacqueline is going to moderate us. Not modulate us like I said in the last Patterson. She's going to moderate us. And here is the first question.
Ladies, does your man have to go to bed when you go to bed?
Whoa. What? Whoa.
Miss Wanda, close your mouth, baby.
Sound like you don't believe it.
Miss Wanda, baby, you up first.
Does he have to go, you ask?
Yes, ma'am. That was the question.
I think he should go.
Boy. Hell to the N to the O. You sleepy, all right? When you say it's time to go to bed, you sleepy, all right? It may be Monday night. The game is on.
That's right.
All right? I ain't going to bed. I ain't sleepy.
That's
you
right.
is. Now, when I come in there and go to bed, all that me time we could have had, when I smack you in the back of the head, wake up.
Tune in every week at 10 a.m. for the Shackle for One and the main event. Only on the new PushGapRadio.com.
Welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to Pete Town. Thank each and every one of you for dropping in, checking us out, man. This is part 2 of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Pros and cons of marriage. That's what we're getting into. The second part. There's a third part dropping as well, so make sure that you're on the lookout for that. Now, don't forget the music that you hear, the background music, had to be put in because, again, this show was done back in 2010. Okay, when we were breaking all kind of copyright laws and whatnot. Okay, so I had to cover that up. So you'll hear music in the background. Please do not let that distract you. Now, we asked you on the first show, part 1 of Marriage Pros and Cons, did your significant other have to get your permission to go out with friends? Also on that show, the question came up, is it wrong to have friends of the opposite sex? Is it appropriate to be hanging out with a friend of the opposite gender if you are in a relationship? So now we're going to break it down just a tad bit further. Now, if you married, the question becomes, do you have to go to bed? Do you have to take your ass to bed just because your wife went to bed? You was born alone, you're going to die alone. Sometimes, sweetie, you're going to have to sleep alone. Okay, I don't go to bed just because your ass sleep. It doesn't work that way. Okay, my body is not sync with your body like that. Okay, you may be going through it. I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't feel like that. I'm energized. I'm up and ready to rock and roll, ready to put foot to ass, as we say, 4th of the 69th Armored Battalion, Mike's Gansenheim, Germany. Yeah, I don't get sleepy when you get sleepy. I can't regulate your sleep. A buddy of mine used to wake his wife up on Saturday, but she done slept enough. Nigga, it ain't up to you to determine how much sleep this person needs, but that is neither here nor there. We break this down with our panel, April of 2010, all right? And we get into the topic and discussion of, do you have to go to bed when your partner goes to bed?
Now,
check it out.
With some questions, we have in studio with us Mr. Samuel and Miss Wanda Riley. Also, Mr. William Wise and Miss Erica Ponce. Also, from Train Jumping in the Metroplex, it's the sports guru of PushGapRadio.com. It's J-Mac. Now, Jacqueline is going to moderate us. Not modulate us like I said in the last Patterson. She's going to moderate us. And here is the first question.
Ladies, does your man have to go to bed when you go to bed?
Whoa. What? Whoa.
Miss Wanda, close your mouth, baby.
Sound like you don't believe it.
Miss Wanda, baby, you up first.
Does he have to go, you ask?
Yes, ma'am. That was the question.
I think he should go.
Boy.
But Unfortunately, I married a night owl.
See?
Now, why do you say he should go when you go? Why would you say
I
that?
think that we should go to bed together. A couple should go to bed together, whether one have to get back up, or not. Go to bed together. There you have that us time.
William Wise, what do you think? Do you go to bed when Mama say it's time to go to bed?
She said ladies. Let the ladies answer. Then we'll get ours.
Okay.
We gonna get ours. Don't play.
Yeah, because I know y'all got a lot to say, men.
Miss
All right,
Purse.
so Miss Erica, what's the question again, Jackie?
The question again is, does your man have to go to bed when you go to bed? Some women, when they go to bed, I know some women that have done that. They went to bed, they expected their man to go.
I didn't hear you, Erica. What did you say?
No, indeed.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Shaq. I'll give you this one first.
I'm itching, boy. I'm ready.
Hell to the N to the O. You sleeping, all right? When you say it's time to go to bed, you sleepy, all right? It may be Monday night. The game is on.
That's right.
All right? I ain't going to bed. I ain't sleepy.
That's
you
right.
in. Now, when I come in there and go to bed, all that me time we could have had, when I smack you in the back of the head, wake up.
What if she's had a long, bad day and she just wants to go and she wants to
You
cuddle?
better cuddle up
Okay.
here. We in the third
Okay.
quarter.
Since you said that, Jackie, Mr. Riley, answer her question. Please, sir.
If she had a long day and she just wants to cope,
She had a bad day and, you makes her feel better. You're her comfort zone. So she's feeling really bad and, she wants to go to bed, turn it in for the night, but she wants you to come and cuddle her and make her feel better.
well, she can come in there where I am. And
That's
I
right.
if I'm in there watching TV, watching the game, like my
Right.
man said, or whatever.
On the
Or
internet,
she-
working, whatever.
Hold on, Miss Wanda.
if you're
Hold
Wanda
on.
gonna hurt you.
But if you're watching TV or watching the game, you're not giving her your undivided
Okay,
attention.
Jackie,
Okay,
hold
Jackie,
on.
you just a moderator.
Give somebody else a chance.
Go ahead.
She wants to cope. If she's feeling bad now, she'll feel bad in a minute when I get ready to go to bed.
Okay.
And I'll help her out there.
Ms. Williams, come on up here and tell them some truth,
Will,
man.
what
Tell
you
them
got,
some truth.
Get in the
Well, I feel like this right here. I feel like if it's cold time, it's gonna be that time.
That's right.
I'm not going to bed when she say go to bed. She
Right.
may want to go to bed at 9.
You sleep.
I am a night owl.
Right.
I'll be
Me
up
too.
all through the night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know it's not a certain time that I go to bed.
Right,
All right,
right,
well,
If she's
right.
Wanda,
going to
clean
bed,
it up.
I'm getting up.
And then next question. Well, you had something, child. You can't
Look,
speak.
I will compromise. I'll go to bed at halftime.
That's right. I work with you.
Now when she said halftime, what she mean by halftime?
Next
Now, in this part, we get into one of the hardest things going on in America right now, submitting to your husband. Should a wife submit to her husband, even if she's much smarter, more rational, and better at decision making than him? And why? As you know, in the Bible, it said, wives, submit to your husbands as husbands submit to the Lord. For a husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and as himself its Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit in everything to their husbands. What does the Bible really mean by that? I know some Christian women say that is a hard pill to swallow. Put your comments down. Put a number 1 if you think you should have to go to bed when your spouse goes to bed. Put number 2 if you feel that wives should submit to their husbands. And just put the number 3 if you think this is currently a problem here in America. Now let's get back to Jackie O moderating our subject of submitting to your husband. Let us know what you think. Here's to Joe Lewis.
Next question, Jackie.
Okay, this is a two-part question. Should a woman submit to a man? If so, why? Or should a man submit to a woman? Again, why?
Why?
We're gonna let the elder statesman go with that one. Brother Riley, that's on you, baby.
To answer the question, yes. Both parts, yes. There should be submissive from the woman and the man. Okay, the woman should submit to the husband because the word says so.
If the husband's a leader now. If he's just some slag now, baby girl got to handle her own affairs.
I said earlier, there's a major difference between a man and a male.
That's right.
Okay? As a man, of course, that's part of the wifely duties to be submissive.
All right. So, Miss Erica, the younger female.
Right, I was just going to say that too. You know I was on that.
What's
like,
the
why
question
right?
again, Jackie?
The question again is, should a woman be submissive to a man, and should a man be submissive to a woman?
Yeah, I think there should be submission on both parts, as long as it's the right, they're going the right way and they're a leader, as everybody said. Because you have to submit to each other. It's part of compromising. That's part of compromising.
Okay, I just got to say something about this. You know, I don't feel like a man should have to submit to a woman. You know what I mean? It's a difference between submitting and compromising. You know what I mean? Right. A man is supposed to compromise, not submit, because we are the leaders. If we submit, that means we are giving away our power.
You know what I mean? As the type of leader you are, though. It depends on where you're leading them to.
Okay, you ain't no leader if you ain't gonna lead. You know what I mean? Either you a leader or you a follower.
There's many type of leaders. You have negative leaders and you have positive leaders. So it depends on where you're leading that person to. Because I don't follow anybody. I'm a leader by nature.
Already.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. What do you think? Also, if you have the time, we invite you to go and check out part 1 of Marriage Pros and Cons. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And let us know, have you ever read the book? What were your thoughts on it? And let us know what you thought about this program. The third and final part will be dropping soon. You know, worldwide marriage is dropping. China, India, America, because we don't push the nuclear family anymore. It's all about me, 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 me. You build wealth, you build strength, you build power through relationships. We need to get back to the old ways and quit watching all this crazy ass media that's tearing us apart. We can't keep living like them folk. Remember they told you to stop disciplining your children because they stopped disciplining theirs? Their kid had to go sit in the corner. Now he's a school shooter. Now you can't discipline your children. That's so they can discipline your children. And that means that they will wind up in prison or in jail. The pros and cons of marriage. Let us know what you think. Thank you for tapping in to the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. PushGapRadios.com. We're bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby. And we're out.